If your LG front-load washer is vibrating excessively, making loud banging noises, or not draining properly, the shock absorber could be the culprit. I'm William with AppliancePartsPros.com, and in this video, I'll show you how to test and replace it. Don't worry if this is your first time working on appliances, it's easier than you think. Let's get started. With over 2 million products in stock and the know-how to help you do it yourself, we are AppliancePartsPros.com. For today's work, we'll need a Phillips screwdriver and a Flathead screwdriver. Also, please remember that safety comes first. Always disconnect your front-load washer by unplugging it or switching the breaker off. With the power disconnected, we're ready to dive in and start troubleshooting. We're grabbing our Phillips screwdriver and removing the 2 mounting screws securing the top panel to the washer, located at the back corners. We're sliding the top panel to the rear of the washer, lifting it up, and then setting it to the side. If there's water in your front-load washer, it can usually be drained using a drain tube commonly found behind the drain filter access panel. We're removing the dispenser drawer, setting it to the side, then removing the Phillips screws located behind the drawer. We're also removing one Phillips screw located at the top right-hand corner of the back of the display panel. With the screws removed, we're disconnecting the user interface harness wires, rotating the console forward while lifting, and setting the console to the side. We're opening the door and removing the 2 screws securing the door lock to the front panel. We're removing the door gasket spring with our flathead screwdriver and folding the gasket back. We're also opening the drain pump cover and removing the Phillips screws. The cover can be moved to the side. We're disconnecting the drain tube from the mounting bracket and pushing it into the panel. The drain cover can be moved to the side. After removing the drain pump cover, we're going to locate the Phillips screw located just behind and remove that as well. Now we're moving to the top of the front panel and removing the Phillips screws. We're rotating the front panel forward slightly, lifting up and setting it to the side. We're removing the back access panel of the washer. We're checking for any damage and if the compression is off. The bushings on a shock absorber are the most common spot to find damage as they wear down, and it affects compression. If there's no visible damage on the absorber bushings, we will press the suspension rods, creating the compression. If one compresses a lot easier than the rest, it has failed. If the shock absorber shaft separates from the piston chamber, the shock absorber will need to be replaced. Let me show you how to replace the shock absorber. I'm going to replace the one on the front. It is easiest to remove them and get the new one in one at a time. The same process will be used for all of the shock absorbers. We're using our flathead screwdriver to press into the locking tabs of the hinge pin and pulling the pin out of the tub. We're doing the same for the pin at the base. The shock absorber can now be pulled out of the washer. Replacing all of the shock absorbers at the same time is the optimal repair that can be done. Here's the old shock absorber and here's the new one. If you've already got one, great. If not, you can pick one up at AppliancePartsPros.com. We're inserting the shock absorber onto the frame and securing it with the pin. We're securing it to the tub with the other pin. Reinstall the rear access panel. Reattach the front panel by placing it on the bottom brackets and feeding the drain hose through. Secure the panel with the screws. We're reinstalling the door lock and securing it with the Phillips screws that we removed earlier. Then we're going to refit the door gasket and spring. Then reinstall the drain pump cover. Reinstall the console and reconnect the user interface harness. Secure the console with the screws that we removed earlier. Slide the dispenser drawer back in and finally install the top panel and secure it with the rear screws. Don't forget to plug your power cord back in, and with that, we are done. Great job tackling the shock absorber replacement on your LG front load washer. We'd love to hear how your repair journey went, so feel free to share your experience in the comments below. If you need to order a new shock absorber or any other part, just have your model number ready and visit AppliancePartsPros.com. Most orders arrive in just a couple of days. Thanks for trusting us to guide you through your appliance repair, and we'll see you on your next do-it-yourself project.